Hi, welcome back to the Game of Choice. So in this video, I'm actually going to be talking about how to use your intuition and discernment from a higher level of knowing to break loops in our decision making. So in the last video, I was talking about how we use the brain, the logical brain, to deconstruct the mind programs that are based in fear-based belief systems, create narratives that run around in our mind as in the form of thoughts, and then that would influence our emotions and in turn our actions. So in order to shift to higher frequency versions of reality, we actually need to be able to shift our actions, our thoughts and our emotions to be more in alignment with a higher version, a more true version of ourselves. So in saying that, the true version of ourselves, which is without all fear-based belief systems, is always here, right? That's in the first video around becoming nothing to become everything. It's always here. It's always within us. It's just, can we hear it and can we act on it? And so in this video, I just want to talk a little bit about how do we do that? Because how many people think they don't even have intuition? We all have it. It's just whether we can hear it and whether we choose to act on it. Because acting on our intuition actually counteracts one of our biggest ingrained societal programs, which is I have to see it to believe it, right? We're taught that just look at science, right? We have to prove it to then act on it. And intuition actually works in the opposite way. So we just know it. There might not be any proof. There might be no proof, no evidence at all, but it's something that we know and we can feel within ourselves, right? It feels right. So when I use the process I described in the last video and I get to the point of, okay, I've uncovered this limiting belief system. Now, what would I choose if I was to choose not in fear, if I was to choose in alignment with my intuition? And the way that I navigated through that was through using my emotional body, but my intuitive emotional body. So I would get to a point of neutral and being able to see the limiting belief system. And then I would sit with myself and I would say, what would I choose if I was choosing in love instead of fear? And generally speaking, you actually already know what that is. So I can't think of an example right now, but given whatever situation that you're in, the action that you were going to take that was going to be aligned within the fear-based limiting belief system is not what you would do if you weren't in a fear-based frequency, holding a fear-based belief system. So I would run through, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. There could be a plethora of different things that I could do, and I would hold each idea, each potential choice within my mind's eye, and I would feel into my heart. Oh, it's going to start raining. I would feel into my heart and I'd go, okay, that's how that one feels. And then I would go to the next one and I'd say, okay, that's how that one feels. And each time you do it, you can feel whether something feels higher in frequency or lower in frequency. Even if it's just a tiny little bit, you can feel it. If you really tune into yourself, you can feel it. And so I would go through, these are my options, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then however many there are. And I would feel into which one felt the highest within my body. You can feel your body lighten. You can feel your energy feel lighten. Sometimes it will even feel exciting, you know. It might not make any sense to the logical mind or the mind program or how you would normally behave, or even the logical brain, right? It doesn't need to make sense. Intuition doesn't need to make sense. It's higher guidance, right? So in order to be able to hear that, you have to become quiet and still. And then work through and be in touch with your body, be in touch with your energy field, and work through each choice one by one by one and see which one feels the best. Don't let the mind start running a story again. Just don't let that happen. It'll try. Nope, back to neutral, back to neutral. Right, start again. Okay. And that is how, sorry, I keep looking down. I'm just looking to see how wet my tech's getting. But essentially, you will know which one to choose based on how it feels. That's it, really. I had someone ask in the comments about muscle testing. I've never used that as a tool, but there's no reason why people couldn't try that. It might work for you. This is just the strategy, the technique that I used, and it's worked for me. Discernment and intuition are two of our most powerful tools on this journey. And I think that's why it's one of the first ones you need to learn how to use and learn how to listen to. Without it, you're just kind of blindly babbling around in here, not really with any guidance at all. It's there, you just can't hear it. Okay, the body consciousness, the way you feel, if you are not polarized by thoughts or emotions, if you are sitting in a neutral space, the way that your body, your energy field responds to certain thoughts will tell you what is in the highest alignment. You'll feel it. Trust me, you'll feel it. Just practice it. Practice it with little things, right? Like you go to the store and pick out 2 apples. Which one is the best apple for me? This apple? Feel into the body. Or this apple? Feel into the body. Your heart knows. It's not just our heart, though. Our body consciousness is starting to come online too in a big way. That's another video for another time because it's quite a tricky... most of us are running on survival programs, and we're still holding a lot of trauma-based triggers as such. And while those things are running through our system still and we haven't cleared them, it can be very hard to actually use body consciousness because sometimes your body consciousness can be quite extreme. Yeah, that's something that came online for me late last year. I'll tell that story another time. Yeah. Anyway, apologies for the rain and my looking down and everything else. Hopefully that helps. Please write comments, ask questions if you want clarification on anything, but that's how I did it. What would I do? What would I choose if I was choosing in love? If I had no fear-based limiting belief systems at all, what would I choose? Yeah. And then weigh them all up, see how they feel, and act on that one. All right. See you soon. Bye.